But actually, speaking of the Van Richten's guide thing, one thing I do, again, to poo-poo, with the monsters, because they have a whole little section of like how to turn a monster from the monster manual, because obviously you bought the monster manual if you bought Spelljammer. How do you turn a monster manual creature into a Spelljammer creature? Well, you just give it the ability where it doesn't need air to breathe, and that's it. That's it. I'm like, you fucking, like, in Van Richten's guide, they had that whole little, like, chart. It was only, like, 5 or 6 extra abilities, but each one was a, like, how to make a monster more Ravenloft, like, horror-themed. Yeah, give it this Eldritch Mind ability where it can, like, psychically, like, scare and telepathically talk to people, or it's a minion, give it the they made a minion trait where it takes damage for the boss monster, or like other, like, you know, crazy shit like that. Why couldn't they make a bunch of Spelljammery ones where it's like, oh, alien mind, this thing is infected by mind flare, it is fucking has some psychic blast attack or some shit, stupid shit, like, I don't know.
You can
like
you can turn any terrestrial creature into a wild space dwelling variant by giving it the following trait, if nothing else: unusual nature. The creature doesn't require air.
Wow. Fucking, like,
there's more to that. There's actually 2 paragraphs before that, but they're not.
No.
They just,
well, there's like one of the charts I remember, because they have a random table of wild space encounters, and one of them was like 2 ogres, and I'm like, how? Yeah. How the fuck? Like, don't tell me 2 fucking ogres with air bubbles are floating in the fucking around. Astral sea. Just there.
They're just floating around. They're just silly little guys. They're just flying around.
Fucking, like, fucking Chung and us are just sitting there in space, fucking Chung. Eating rocks, when your giant fucking spaceship floats up and they're like, oh, we eat that now.
Fucking, you did not just say Chung and us.
I did. like, it's like, well, tell me more. Like, what the, like, how did, like, are they... why are they just floating in space?
Why are Chung and us here? Why are they just here? They're just floating around. They're just silly little guys.
If it was something so redundant, like, I have a bunch of old 4th edition PDFs.
Sorry,
and
Matt, I can't move on from Chung and us.
Like, one of the old 4th edition Astral Adventure charts really has a thing where it's like, as you're floating through space, you see a random space orc riding a large-sized chicken flies by your ship. That is it. That's all it gives you.
Okay.
I can work with that. That's fucking weird enough. And hey, guess what? The fucking monster is flying on a monster that is flying through space. It's not just like Chung and us are just sitting in space, fucking
don't say
scratching
it again.
Scratching their giant ogre asses, just floating there. They're not even on an asteroid. They're just floating in space, waiting for a fucking ship to come by. Like, with their thumbs fucking pointed like hitchhikers. Like, the fuck even.
I'm just imagining 2 ogres, right? And they're floating through space, but they're not like flying or moving. They're just standing idle animation, and they're just rotating 360 degrees.
Very slowly
as they rotate past your ship.
Exactly. Like,
they just wave.
Like, yeah. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, I added the whole fucking their hitchhiking bit.
Oh my god.
Like, that, I can work with them hitchhiking. But if it's just them floating in space, like, ready to ambush my ship, I'm gonna fuck them round the fuck over. Like, what are you talking about?
They're just doing breaststrokes through space. And you're like, how are they breathing? And the captain of your ship is like, well, it turns out they're actually too stupid to understand that they can't breathe here, so they just don't die.
No. They're wild space orcs. Yeah. They're very dangerous. They don't need air.
they just think they don't need air, so they don't.
They're fucking 40K.
Yeah, they're just too dumb to realize that they should be dying. Matt, I need you to put Chung and us in every game ever.
Yeah. I'll figure it out. I got too many monsters in my game.
I need them to just no, they don't need to be monsters you fight or anything. I just need them around. They just need to be somewhere.
Around?
Yeah, they're just somewhere, you know. The players go into class and there's Chung and us just in the back. Like,
yeah.
I just need them to exist.
Got
I
it.
can't. Holy fuck! Why was that so funny? Oh, my throat hurts now. Oh my god.
Well, we talked about.